What's going on, everybody? It's me, Liquid Truth, and we are back in Morrowind. So we have quite a few things to tackle today. But I figured beforehand, let's just do a quick rundown. I cleaned up my inventory a bit to make sure we have room. I stocked up on Restore Magica potions and Restore Health potions. I got a couple weapons. This is a weapon I got from a Redoran person, or like finishing like a Redoran quest. I think we stole it from some sort of... Oh no, I think we stole this from a bank vault somewhere. It almost seems a little too broken, so I might not end up using this. But we'll probably just use the Daedric Daikatana, some arrows, and... Oof, we should definitely buy some more arrows. But that and this Jinx sword, and then I updated my hotkeys. So we have the lantern on 1, magical potions on 2, so we can kind of spam that. Health potions on 6, jump on 3. This is a strength drain we made forever ago to just damage strength, to kind of just keep people sedentary so we can kind of kite them around and do what we need to. The old school potions we've had, the Daikatana, Blast Shield, and yeah. So I think we are about ready. However, as I just said, let's go buy some arrows real quick, and then we're going to go over the texts before we head to go retrieve our first artifact.
Teleportation is the only civilized...
Yeah, we get it. Teleportation. But we're getting pretty far into the game, and it's...
What can I do for you?
Pretty amazing. Blast Spear. Staff of Incineration. Sir, do you not have any arrows? Is this the pawnbroker? Lady, I know you have some. Titan arrows, 200. That's a little much. We'll buy half that. And that'll be much more than what we'll need. We still have plenty of weight. Thank you, ma'am. Now... come get a nice backdrop. And we have a little bit of reading to do. Guess it doesn't matter because this shit takes up the whole screen. So we have the map of Red Mountain, which we already know. The Battle of Red Mountain. Is this the one of the... Okay, so this is Vivec's telling. And this... nearby at Red Mountain is the temple. Okay, so if we do those, we're going to do those both back to back so we can compare them. We'll do that at the end of the episode. Plans to defeat Dagoth-Ur. We already know that. So let's go specifically through Dagoth-Ur's plans. Although I'm pretty sure this is... yeah, this is also what he said. Dagoth-Ur thinks of time on a large time scale, for the most part, and the outside of time scale of the divine consciousness. He thinks that only obstacles of mythic scale are worth consideration. He believes he's fated to rule Morrowind, to free Morrowind of the Empire, and to become the new hard-loving father of Morrowind. Given that perspective, the only opposing forces Dagoth-Ur worries about are the Tribunal, the Daedra, the Emperor, and the Incarnate. Tribunal's loss of Sunder and Keening, and with the diminishing resources of Vivec, Almalexia, and Sothasil, Dagoth-Ur believes he's permanently gained a decisive strategic advantage. On a mortal timescale, the battle may last for centuries, but the outcome is not in doubt. An Akulakan may be a device for dramatically reducing the timescale for decisive victory. Did he say this? The myth of dynamic invincibility of the Emperor and Empire has long been an unquantifiable and unintimidating, unquantifiable and intimidating threat, but recent rumors of unrest in Cyrodiil, of the Emperor's failing health, and the unsettled question of the succession have diminished the scale of that threat. Nonetheless, The revelation that the Nerevarine is a pawn of the Imperial intelligence, as handpicked and sent to Morrowind by the Emperor himself, may cause Dagoth-Ur considerable anxiety. The Daedra represent no coherent obstacle to Dagoth-Ur. Nonetheless, their personal abilities and their influence upon their fanatic followers is considerable, their motives and actions obscure, and Dagoth-Ur remains concerned about them. The Incarnate represents Saint Nerevar, a mythic force that has previously defeated Dagoth-Ur, and Dagoth-Ur is obsessed with this threat. At the same time, Dagoth-Ur knew Nerevar personally, knew that he was a mortal man with faults and weaknesses. Dagoth-Ur may have some hope of seducing or negotiating with Nerevar's reincarnation. Further, when Nerevar and the Tribunal defeated Dagoth-Ur, they were strong and allied. Now, the Nerevarine and the Tribunal are weak, opposed, and divided. Therefore, though the Nerevarine and the Tribunal represent the most serious threat to Dagoth-Ur's plans, he still has good reason to believe that this time he will prevail. Recent timescale of Dagoth-Ur's activities. Much of the following timescale is based on inference from incomplete information. Before 2E882, Dagoth-Ur and his kin lie dreaming beneath the still of Red Mountain. 882 2E, Dagoth-Ur and his ash vampires awake refreshed and emerge from a lower Red Mountain into the Heart Chamber. Dagoth-Ur ritually binds himself and his brethren as heart wights in a ritual of his own devising. First stages of construction of second Imidium, conceived during the long sleep, are begun by heart wights and astronaut constructs in a chamber near the heart of Lorkhan. Keeping the second Imidium project a secret from the Tribunal is a high priority. 2E882, isn't that the same time? The Tribunal arrive at Red Mountain for their annual ritual bathing in the Heart's power. Dagoth-Ur and Ash Vampires ambush the Tribunal. The Tribunes are driven away and prevented from restoring themselves with Kagranok's tools at the heart of Lorkhan. 2E882 to 3E417. Intermediate Tribunal campaigns assault Red Mountain. The Tribunal and supporting forces seek to force access to the Heart Chamber but are repeatedly driven back. Dagoth-Ur recruits sleepers and dreamers through dream sendings. Cultists are recruited through dream compulsion. Weaker cultists become corpus beasts. Strong cultists advance through stages toward the power of ascended sleepers. Kogrun is reoccupied by Dagoth Uthul and fortified as an advanced base for 6th House operations. Blight storms more frequent and widespread. Soul sickness spreads in regions close to Red Mountain. Then in 3E410, 6th House base is founded near Narmak and in waterfront areas of Vivec. Damn, they're pushing out. 6th House operatives exploit smuggler organizations and communications to spread their influence among victims unbalanced by Dagoth-Ur's dream sendings, which is pretty smart on his part. In 415, small cells of 6th House cultists in every town in Vardenfell. Larger 6th House operations are concealed in remote dungeons where creatures are bred and cultists are trained for the coming struggle. In 417, Almalexia and Sothasil lose the artifacts Keening and Sunder to Dagoth Odros and Vemin. Vivec rescues Almalexia and Sothasil, but failing to recover Keening and Sunder, the Tribunal retreat from Red Mountain in disorder. Surviving Boyan Armiger companions know the Tribunal was forced to retreat, but do not know how serious of a reversal the Tribunal has suffered. The 3 Tribunes return to their respective capitals and continue to perform their ritual functions. The Tribunes continue to grow weaker without access to the Heart, and because of resources required to support the Ghost Fence. The Inner Circle of the Temple... Wait, what? Where the hell was I? The Inner Circle of the Temple priesthood has begun to suspect the Tribunes have suffered seriously from wounds and demoralization in the wake of reverses at Red Mountain, but do not recognize the scale of the problem. 426 to 427. Campaign of 6th House assassinations of prominent Imperial citizens and Hlaalu Imperial sympathizers. Sudden increase in number and seriousness of attacks by cultists and victims deranged by soul sickness. Noted with concern. 1. Dagoth-Ur can apparently perceive and communicate directly through his cultist. Sleepers and dreamers are often reported speaking as though with Dagoth-Ur's voice and intention. 2. Little is known about the features, scale, or stage of the completion of a Kulikon. 2nd Nemedium. No one has gained entrance to the Heart Chamber since 2E 282. In 3E 417, Keening and Sunder were captured and may substantially aid in a Kulikon's construction. Do you think that's happening? Do you think they've aided at all? Do you think he's succeeded in constructing a Kulikon at all? Okay. So with that, we've got our stuff. Our stats are fully restored. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to point out. I have the Klalu Ancestral Bow, which we got from completing or from becoming Klalu Grandmaster, and it basically makes us completely invisible, but it almost breaks the game a little too much. However, when we were using it in some of the 6th house dungeons that we were in, where we came into some of the, I don't know if they were the mouthpieces of Dagoth or what, but they were some very, very, very high level ascended sleepers. And when we, even though we were in crouch form, we went to talk to them because they couldn't see us because the 100% chameleon, and we just have insane sneak skill. It allowed us to speak to them. So I mean, we're not going to save scum because I don't think we're going to be in a super ton of danger, obviously, because we're insanely strong. However, I will probably, when we come up next to Vemin that we have to actually speak to, we will probably load a save to read that. Ooh, plan to defeat Dagoth. We read this last time because our step 1, or we're going down to, I think it was Veminal is where we're at. So we're currently about to go retrieve the damn documents, not the documents, the artifacts. So let's see. Shit. Scared me. Bro, it does not need to be like this. You don't want this. Let's see. You're lucky I don't remember. It's 8 for my katana. Oh shit. 7? What is it? It's 9. Hey, a beetle. Sixth house sickle. That looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if we have that. But anyway. So, yeah, we're not at Veminal. We're at Oldrasol. Oldrasol Dwemer Training Academy. Let's do a quick bit of recon outside to make sure there's not some other entrances. Looks like potentially there's a higher level. We're not going to skip this lower stuff, but let's just check. Okay, that appears to be the only door. All good. So to Oldrasol we go. So Oldrasol has Kagranak. No. He has Keening, I'm sorry. He may have the journals of Kagranak. What the hell? Kagranak's tools is what I was thinking of. Gonna take a quick nap. I'm hyped. What? What was that? I'm gonna unequip that. Whoa. Somebody's walking around somewhere. Block level. I mean, we don't need a Grandmaster for that. Let's be real. Potions. Some ebony. It's a little bit too heavy for us to take. Up to the tower. Crowbar. It's 20 pounds. Dwarven halberd. Claymore's pretty cool. Dead Dreamer. This is so sick. Alright, Yo, I'm gonna be so real. I mean, obviously I clicked that immediately, but I just jumped so hard. Oh my god, that scared me. Chill. We don't need to do this. Who are you? Shit. Is it 6? Yeah. Chill out, bro. Dagoth Milan. That's the thing. It was just one of the Dagoths with a name that we were able to speak to. Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me. Don't do that. Look at us. Look, Mom. Okay. Okay. I don't like that. Let's go this way. He doesn't seem to... You want to play? You want to play with me? Greater, where's the... Oh, I should have learned. We can still do it. Because our mark is set outside. We can still go learn Dispel on target. Because we need to learn that. His health. Health pool is crazy. Yo, you're getting kited, kid. Oh no. Do it again. Lady, give me that. Shit. Oh. Lady, you gotta relax. Oh my god, 6 golden saints. glass tower shield. That's tough. Oh my god. Here's somebody. That's tough. Daedra heart. Don't mind if I do. Okay. There's somebody behind this door to my right. Right here. So this goes down. That goes down. Do you think this links up to where we went this way? It does. Perfect. So I'm assuming... this just links down to here. Standard potion of jump. I'm too much of a damn loot goblin to be turning loot down. So wait, this place doesn't seem to be that big. Is he in there? Let's save. Pop a couple of them bad boys. Hold on. Yeah, let's save real quick. Oh, shit. Yo, that's who we're looking for. All right, we saved before we opened the door. No, I don't know. It's so anticlimactic. Here, we'll just... let's do our fight. Or wait, what am I gonna do? I have an idea. Because I did make a mistake. Well, watch me use my magic on your ass. We'll do it up here so we're away from him. Head down here real quick.
Teleportation is the only civilized way to travel.
Dispel target. That's what we need. Dispel target. Yeah, we'll do on touch. I think it costs less. Dispel 100%. Cost 50. And then we'll do silence on touch. Urge and silence.
An honor, to be sure.
Proud to meet you, ma'am. I love your services. I love your work. All right, guys. We're on the way to come save the Empire. Save Morrowind as a whole. Do you think he has any cool dialogue? We'll check after we steal him. So let's equip it.
The sleeper awakes.
Oh, well that answers my question. Dagoth Odros. Well, Phaedra and Andrus, you come to serve, or to challenge my station, or to try to win Keening? To serve? I mean, I'm not gonna say that. Keening? It is well hidden, Phaedron Enderus. Even if I should fall, you'll never find it. But if you choose to serve, perhaps Lord Dagoth may even consent to grant you the use of it. Surely by coming so far, you've drawn his discerning eye and earned his favor. Be reasonable, Phaedron Enderus. Why risk blood and life for that which might be won by words and service? Challenge your station. You think to climb higher in Brother Dagoth's eyes by defeating me? Well then, you might rise at that. None of us heart whites can die. The power of the heart will bring us back, all back in time, but yes, you might win Lord Dagoth's favor by defeating his lieutenants. No hard feelings, Phaedron Enderus. I lose my rank. You lose all. You're playing for high stakes, Phaedron Enderus. Are you sure you want to play? Surely there is no dishonor for a mortal to serve a god. You trying to pop off? Oh shit! Bro's fast as fuck. Yo, you got silenced, kid. Hey, I silenced you! Oh shit, it ain't working on him. I panicked. Oh shit, what did he hit me with? Oh, he's damaging my agility! Yo, we're 100% gonna have to like do some stuff to restore our attributes. He's popping off. Oh, oh my god. Sounds like somebody else is moving somewhere. I wouldn't have even known there was an upstairs to that room. You gave it away, you idiot. Lowered my agility, did you, my friend? Well, first off, I don't know if you understand what you're in for. Is he? Oh, shit. All right, I asked for that one. Hold on, I'm gonna sip some coffee. Okay. Well, that's good that we negated the fact of having to do the whole sneaking thing. Is he unable to be silenced or something?
The sleeper awakes.
Keening. What does he say to serve? Many mortals serve their gods. You are so fortunate to be invited to share the divine power with them. Lord Dagoth makes you a generous offer, Phaedron. Join him, and you can share the divine, central power of the Lorkhan's heart. So far, all your struggles, your battling, your destructiveness, all these things might be understood as improving your bargaining position. Come now. Excuse me. We hold no bitterness. You cannot truly harm us. You can afford to forgive. You know what the deal is, and it ain't you getting served. I mean, you're about to get served. Oh! Wow, I'm stupid. Wrong spell. You did a bunch of damage to me. I'd love to see you do it again. Hit me. How hard are you now? How hard are you? How strong are you? How hard are you is a crazy question. Here we go. Take your licks. And he didn't drain my agility this time. He's still hitting hard as hell. Can I not cast that on him? First off, I was so close to dying. Get away from me, freak. Does he have like Sanctuary on? Bro. What is going on with this kid? Stop hitting me. What do we do? He's clearly able to be damaged by magic. Or is that the thing because he's a spirit? No, because Daedric weapons hit spirits. Oh my god, his health. He's a tank. You know what? We'll search your chambers. Shit. Wrong way. You thought I wasn't gonna find up here or something? Are you stupid? Hey. Meet your maker. Dwarven mace. Master's armor hammer. I'll take that. Dwarven warhammer. Flame bolt, iron bolt, ebony arrows, bone mold arrows. Love to see that. Dwemer boots. We'll make sure we have a full Dwemer set. I'm pretty sure we have pretty close, but... You think there's like a secret wall or something? Or am I... What do you think the deal is here? Do you think it'll just open up once we fell this wretched beast? Dude, he has so much health. Wouldn't strength damage his overall health? This guy's a tank. Do we try this? I don't want him to hit me. He hits so hard still. Yeah, I'll drain all your strength or damage it all, kid. Nasty monster. Did I use? Ow. Do I need magic? Is that what it is? Oops. No. How is he at full health? What is happening? He has to have constant regen. Yo. You cannot read during battle. I'm about to get rocked. What am I supposed to do with this guy? Sir, please. Do I need this? There's no way I have to use this. You think you're all that in a bag of chips? Think I can't pop off on you? Asshole. Alright, so we're gonna need some real magic spells before we go on the next one. Oops. This Daedric Bite. That's not even our strongest one. 50 health points. That's fine. We can't risk leaving because then he'll just heal his health. Yeah, you got silenced, you got paralyzed, you got outplayed, outmatched. Dagoth Odros Key. Ash Salts. His 6th house amulet. An amulet of Heartfire. Agility 10 to 20 points. 30 seconds. Fortify Unarmored 10 to 20 for 30 seconds. Chameleon 20%. Fortify Speed 10 to 20 points. Fortify Fatigue 20 to 40 points. Keening. Constant effect. Fortify Magicka 50. Health by 30. Attack by 20. Agility by 10. And Speed by 20. Whoa. In Citadel Odrysal, I discovered the artifact blade Keening, one of the enchanted tools created by the Dwemer Craftlord, Kagranak. Holy hell. Okay, that's huge. What does this key go to? None of the chests up here were locked. We'll use this. Make sure we're not missing something. So you go that way, it loops around to there. This way just goes back upstairs. Wish I could have trapped his damn, like soul trapped him. So I'm pretty sure that's it. So that's Odrysal. Oh, that's detect creature. So we're gonna mark here real quick. Go back home. Do a quick drop off of some important stuff. We don't want to get caught up in shenanigans. Drop that here for now. Put that on. shrunken heads just sitting on the table. This is just the life of an adventurer, you know? It's just how it is. Sometimes you come home, you're like, oh shit, I forgot I got a bunch of shrunken heads I gotta dispose of. Whoops. Drummer boots. Pauldron takes place of the backpack. So I might as well leave the pauldron separate so I know it's there. Yeah, let's go make a
Why walk
pretty
when I can
strong
go?
destructive spell, rather. What is the one we have? Because that one was super effective. Damage health.
Oh,
Wait,
greetings. How do you do? Maybe talk?
Okay, I thought I deleted. Oh shit. We can certainly talk. We need to do some damage health on. We'll do it on touch. 1 to 60. Damage health. Weakness to fire. $20 points. Or we'll do 20 to 25. And then do we just use our fire in a different spell? Poison. I mean, obviously frost is not going to help. I was wondering if we wanted to mix it up. Just go all out. Soul Scorcher. Go ahead and rest a little bit. I'm gonna just test it out. Oh no. You okay? Better get out of here. I got magicka for days. You don't want this, guys. Shit, Bone Walker. I'm out of here. Oh, come on.
You should have run while you had the chance.
Me? You should have run.
Your
Shakers.
skills fail you. Your
Mine?
skills fail you.
Don't kill me.
Angira, you get a pass even in the testing phase. We're just testing something real quick. Make sure everybody's good.
You
okay,
will
fuck,
die.
Let's load the save. We're just making sure this spell worked and felt good. Feels good, man. All right, we have Keening. Now, let's get Sunder. So we have to go to Veminal. Is homie over there praying? Hitting the prayer hands? You gotta chill out. You have to chill, good sir. Can I use this blade without dying yet? Just using this bitch in everyday battle. I do not need to do that. Who's that? Oh. Oh, he leveled up. It's the first time in a minute. I'm stuck on the rocks. Can't get a good jump. There we go. What is this? Aphilsa Niadri? Shut up. What is this place? Kagranak's study? Whoa. I don't know if that's where we go to actually fight Dagoth, but I don't exactly recall this step, but I'm gonna avoid going in there just in case. Okay. Pop a couple health potions. Better get off me. Here, you wanna play? You ever had your soul scorched? Come here. That's right. Oh no. Not this. Ow. Drink a potion. Drink another. Wretched beast. Oh. Don't touch me, nasty freak. Getting around these mountains is crazy. Make sure I don't fall. Looks like we've made it. What's over here? Hey, buddy. You know the place, the way to Veminal? Ow. Okay, you don't seem too kind. What is this? What is that? Daedra? Kogaroon? Charma's breath? Karma? What is this? Like a little nap in here? You think we're safe? Oh! The level up, I forgot. Intelligence to 94. We'll do personality and endurance. We're level 43. Through sheer force of will, you push onwards and upwards. The toil of your persistence is paying off. Explore this one. Okay. Something's over here, it sounds like. Bleeding heart? What is that? Say that again, buddy. What was that? The what? Bleeding heart, you say? Ow. Good job, nerd. Shit. Yo, back off, bro. I can't Risk losing my strength. He fell, nerd. Oh, another one summoned. Oh! Wretched woman.
There is no escape.
Fuck. You all do the same things. No originality amongst you lot. Well, everybody just wants to summon the same old things. You know what? Y'all like think you're funny? Here, let's play. I love summons. Here. Think you're funny? I love being funny too. I got boys. You think you're the only ones with friends? Here. Fight my boys. You think you're the only ones with friends? Here. Fight my boys. Here. You want to be hilarious? Comedy Central, we're all being funny. Look at me. I'm a clown. Funny time. Now, let me get my look around. That's where we came from. It's what they wanted. I can live the life of a summoner if that's what you want me to do. I was trying to be cordial. Just peeking around. Didn't do anything. Is it a sin to look? Sounds like my boys are done making... Oh, shit. Oh, you're mine? You are. Scared the hell out of me. Alright. I think that's all that's in here. You guys chilling or what? Good work, guys. Okay. Let's get out of here. There's nothing even in here. I'm assuming it's just like a place of worship. This game is so good. Nabith Waterway. Do we check that out? All of Mackie. Oh, pardon. You cool or are you friendly? Stupid. You don't know what hit you. Surprise, it's gonna be my arrows whooping your ass. Oh, you're kind of fucking me up. Kind of on an even playing field here, buddy. You thought I was gonna jump over there? Stupid. You're getting kited. You don't know what's going on. Look at you. Yeah, you better run. Oh. Wrecked. I don't like this at all. What is that? What is that? Can you not do that? Please, sir? Please refrain from doing that, whatever you're doing. I don't like that. Don't do that to me. Hey, that thing you're doing, stop it. Ash Slave? That got like scary. Sixth House Arrow? Tamarut Longbow? We don't need that. This is where we have to go, right? Yeah, to get to that thing. It better be worth it. I don't know how it's... The map down here is fully unlocked. If I haven't been down here. Whoops. Almost jumped in the water. So you just walked into a random 6th house base? Pardon me. Don't mind me. Are you an ash slave? Ash poet. You write. He's a writer. He's no mere slave. Vault of A Road. Is there a bunch of treasure in here? You got anything good, sir? Dispose of him. 6th house symbols. Okay, there. Nothing too crazy so far, other than their need to stack furniture. Bunch of random stacks of gold. Picking up all that. Exquisite robe. Eh. Since we're here, we have to go look. Hall of Fisto. Oh, pardon me, sir. Didn't mean to intrude. Dead hero. Defensive right roll. Pardon me. I wonder if these are just heroes in general, or like people that have tried to be the Nerevarine. I don't think there was ever a Khajiit or anything. No, I think the only people that have tried to be the Nerevarine were the people that we saw, that like we spoke with their spirits and stuff like that. We're in Fisto Hall, gang. Oh no, we went very far.
You will die.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I have you.
Don't think you do. Funny thing about that. Wait. Yeah, we've been inside there before. That's what it is. Okay, that makes sense. That's why it was fucking explored. Oh no. Damn. Oh, that's pretty sick. Yeah, so you can technically sneak into the Ghost Gate through one of their 6th house temples. That's sick. I like that a lot. What? Nice, perfect. Yeah, so we've literally already explored that place. Which I should have then marked it on my map so we don't then go there again, but... Both you gotta go. I think we have enough magicka potions and health potions. Oh, you got arrows. You think you're popping off, kid? Give me those. Give me them bad boys. 6th house arrow. Ritual sickle. Take a little breather. Feminal Outer Fortress. Now this sounds like we're in for an actual dungeon. Ascended sleeper. Oh shit. Surprised or what? Can you hit him? I'm scared they're gonna drain my attributes. Shit. What's up, nerd? Scrap metal. It's empty. Dwarven short sword. Wrapped corpus meat. You guys are nasty. Rare gems. Don't mind if I do. Hold on. Bolts, we're not going to use. The arrows, I'll take. Shit. It's time to pop on the arrows. Don't touch me. Come on, dude. Get your dumb ass out here. Shit. Nice, okay. So we went the right way and explored that. We're gonna go the left way and explore this little corridor. Get dodged. You're getting dodged, kid. You're getting kited. I am the Nerevarine. I ain't no average Joe. Ooh. Also, what's your opinion on a quick, yeah, out of the way, melted? I have a bunch of Dwemer coins at the house. Dwarven Alembic. Sir, please, I'm gonna need you to be so serious right now. The ruins of Kemelze. I don't know if that's new or not, but we finna take it for sure. Oh, feels good, man. Parchment with scrawlings. Interesting. Dwarven acoustic rod. Grandmaster's alembic. All cries are waking. Whitest white of all white. Blackest blacks of all blacks. Fame and sun, sun and shadow. Stronger than gods, brighter than mortals. Only he is awake. Only he is alive. He knows the names and the naming. He knows the wait and the waiting. He enters into every star and moon. He shines through their shadows. One shape one spelling, one wraith, one casting. From darkness he is armed, from light he is warded. He is all things, Drake, Lich, Theoman. On rivers of fire he comes forth, through storms of dreams he rides. With slivers of steel he pierces the heart. All spells, powers, curses broken. The chains are shattered, the scales fall away. I see you with my eye, and all is silence. I wake, I remember, Lord. Nice. Heal up. Are we going to the inner chamber now? Hall of Torque. Oh. Okay. Need it set up. Is this like an echo of the other building, it looks like? Wait, hold on. You wanna play? I can play too. And I play much better. Hold on. Hey, chill. Oh, shit, hold on. I don't like how the lights are working in that room. I mean, obviously it's like bugged or something. House amulet. Whoa. It's getting spooky-ooky. You're not gonna open the door, sir? You idiot. It slapped on. That goes somewhere else. I'm assuming it goes downstairs now I think about it. Ooh, this one's kind of strong. What are you, a poet? You gotta be like one of the Ash poets, right? Oh, you're popping off. Dagoth Solar.
The sleeper awakes.
Does he say the same thing? I exited out of the chat because he scared me. I don't remember when I saved. I don't want to save scum. We saved a long time ago. We saved before we went in this level at all. Ooh, you're not immune to magic? Bro, oh shit. Oh no, not this, not this, not this. Oh no, not this. How long is this paralyzed? You shouldn't be able to use a potion if you're paralyzed, to be honest. Oh no, did he re-paralyze me? You know what? Respect. Do I have any potions of dispel? Resist magicka. Lightning shield. Resist fire. Frost shield. Stack them up. Quality restore strength. Oh, I didn't do enough. Let me go, you freak. Let me go. Oh! Son of a bitch. Okay, well now we get to see if he has different dialogue. Damn, I got dumpstered. You're casting way too fast. You gotta die, my dude. I hate this guy. Dagoth Felmis. Get a quick nap in. Save. Oh shit. Ow. Yeah, I don't like how the light is bugged in the chamber. Oh, you're the strong one. I remember you. Damn, your health is high as shit. Surprise. All right, let's speak,
The
my friend.
sleeper awakes.
What? You want to talk? You want to surrender? To boast? To talk me to death? I'm here to boast. Don't bother. You're not scaring anyone. You know. Just makes you look nervous. Come on. I'm waiting for you to make the first move. You're the challenger. Well, then I'll talk you to death. I'm one of the oldest things to have ever slipped from a womb, Phaedron Enderus. But I've never heard of anyone talk to death. Of course, there's always a first time. And I was brought up properly. I know it's not polite to interrupt. So just go ahead, talk all you want, and when you're done, go home. Or take your best shot. It's all the same to me. Alright, we'll see about that, Dagoth. Give me your soul, boy. Let's play the game. Welcome to the great game. Yeah, you're in for a rude awakening, my friend. You can paralyze them all you want. Oh, did I dodge that? I think I did. And now he ain't. Oh, he's still moving. What about now? Oh, shit. Oh, no, buddy. What's wrong? Make sure he's still soul trapped. Get him, guys. Here, I'll get his strength for you. He won't be on nothing. He doesn't know what's going on. He's oblivious. They might not have damaged you completely, however. We planned for this. How did he hit me from that far? Ever had your soul scorched, nerd? Oh my god. I almost got my fucking teeth caved in. Alright, need to just double check and make sure we're gonna soul trap him. So I'm gonna refresh it. Tap. Oh, I have the wrong one. You've trapped a soul. Dagoth Vemin. I wish I had the other one. Oh my god. Sunder. Amulet of Hearth Heal. Fortify Strength 10 to 20 points for 30 seconds on self. Fortify Hand to Hand 10 to 20 points. Levitate for 20 points. Shield 10 to 20 points. House Amulet. Sunder, fortify attack for 20, strength for 10, drain fatigue by 1, fortify endurance for 20 points, fortify luck for 10 points. Whoa. In Citadel Veminal, I discovered the artifact hammer Sunder, one of the enchanted tools created by the Dwemer craft lord, Agranak. Let's make sure we fully explore this. This thing is bugged lighting wise. Let me see. Let me make it a little bit more isometric. Boom. Screenshot. Although it would have been better if the damn lighting wasn't bugged. Hey, buddy, your friend's all... Oh, no, I don't mean to soul trap you. I don't want your soul. You can live. I don't want to waste... I only have grand soul gems on me. And the black soul gems, which are for trapping human souls. So, yeah, I don't want to put a soul in there. I'll spare you, my friend. I thought these were going to kind of be a bit more grand dungeons. They're kind of small. But the grand dungeon is to come. I hope, at least. So from here, we go see Dagoth Ur. But we're going to mark so we can come back to here. We don't have to jump over the fence. And we'll go home for now. And with that, we have Keening. And we have Sunder. Oh my god. Hey, back up. Everybody relax. So. We've made some insane success. This is crazy. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm going to go over the notes, but if you don't care about that, I just want to go ahead and do the usual sign off. So I want to say thank you guys. Next episode, we are heading into Dagoth's chambers. So that's going to be insane. But prior to doing that, I want to see what the difference between the difference between the Apographa's tellings and Vivec's tellings are of what happened at Red Mountain. So starting with the Apographa. Let me just sip some coffee. The following is from the Apographa, the hidden writings of the Tribunal Temple. It's a scholarly retelling of a tradition transmitted through the Ashlanders concerning the battle at Red Mountain and subsequent events. The Ashlanders associate this tale with the telling of Elandro Sul, a shield companion of Nerevar who came to live among the Ashlanders after the death of Nerevar during the ascension of the Tribunal. There are many variant treatments of this story, but the primary elements are consistent throughout the tradition. The murder of Nerevar, the tragic fate of Dagoth Ur, the profaned source of the Tribunal's divine power are denied by the Temple doctrine as ignorant Ashlander superstition, and not widely known among civilized Dumner. Okay. Resdane, present-day Morrowind, was contested ground between two very different types of mare, the Chimer who worshipped the Daedra, and the Dwemer who worshipped a profane and secret power. These two people warred with each other constantly until their lands were invaded by a young, vibrant, and violent alien culture, the Nords. Two heroes from the Chimer, and one from the Dwemer, Enderil Neverar, and Dumak Dwarf Orc, made peace between their people and together ousted the alien invaders. These two heroes worked long and hard to maintain the peace thereafter, though their counselors thought it could not last, or worse, that it shouldn't. Nerevar's queen and his generals, Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivec, told him to claim all Resdane for his own, but Nerevar would not listen, for he remembered his friendship with Dumak. There would only be peace. till Dagoth-Ur arrived. House Dagoth had discovered the source of the profane and secret power of the Dwemer, the legendary heart of Lorkhan, which Dumok's people had used to make themselves immortal, and beyond the measure of the gods. In fact, one of their high priests, Kagranak, was building a new god so that the Dwemer could claim Resdayn for their own. The tribunal urged Nerevar to make war on the dwarves. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Dumok, his friend of old, and asked if what Dagoth-Ur said was true. But Kagranak and the high priest of the Dwemer had kept their new god secret from their king, and Dumok said the Dwemer were innocent of any wrongdoing. Nerevar was troubled again and made pilgrimage to Halaman, the sacred temple of Azura, who confirmed that all that Dagoth-Ur said was indeed true and that the new god of the Dwemer should be destroyed for the safety of not only Resdayn, but for the whole world. When Nerevar went back and told his tribunal what the goddess had said, his queen and generals felt themselves proved aright, and again counseled him to war. There were reasons that the Dwemer and Chimer hated each other forever. That's a weird sentence to just say that. There were reasons that the Dwemer and Chimer had hated each other forever, and then not elaborate on that at all. Unless it says these were reasons. Finally, Nerevar, angered that his friend Dumok would lie to him, went back to Vardenfell. This time, the Chimer king was arrayed in arms and armor, and had his hosts around him, and he spoke harshly to Dumok Dwarfork, king of Red Mountain. You must give up your worship of the heart of Lorkhan, or I shall forget our friendship, and the deeds that were accomplished in its name. And Dumok, who still knew nothing of Kagranak's new god, but proud and protective as ever of his people, said we shall not relinquish that which has been our way for years beyond reckoning, just as the Chimer will not relinquish their ties to the lords and ladies of Oblivion. And to come at my door in this way, arrayed in arms and armor and with your host around you, tells me you have already forgotten our friendship. Stand down, my sweet Nerevar, or I swear by the 15-in-1 golden tones, I shall kill you and all your people. And so the Chimer and Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortress at Red Mountain, but the bravery and cleverness of Nerevar's queen and generals drew most of Dumok's armies out into the field and kept them there, so that Nerevar and Dagoth-Ur could make their way into the heart chamber by secret means. There, Nerevar met Dumok and the Dwarf King, and they both fell from grievous wounds. Dagoth-Ur slew Kagranak and took the tools of the Dwemer, used to tap the power of the heart. He went to his dying lord Nerevar and asked him what to do with these tools, and Nerevar summoned Azura again, and she showed them how to use the tools to separate their power of the heart and the Dwemer from the Dwemer people. And on the fields, the tribunal and their armies watched as the Dwemer turned into dust all around them as their stolen immortality was taken away. Back in Red Mountain, Nerevar told Dagoth-Ur to protect the tools in the heart chamber until he returned. Dagoth-Ur said, but shouldn't we destroy these tools at once so that they might be never used for evil again? But Nerevar was confused by his wounds and his sorrow, for he still loved Dumok and the Dwemer people, and so went to the fields outside of Red Mountain to confer with his queen and his generals who had foreseen that this war would come, and whose counsel he would not ignore again. I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they had wisdom in the past that I had not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth-Ur, until I return. Then, Nerevar told his queen and generals all that had transpired under Red Mountain, and how the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals and of the wondrous power of the heart of Lorkhan. The tribunal decided that the Chimer should learn how to use this power so that Nerevar might claim Resdayn in the world for their people. Nerevar did not expect or want this, so he asked his queen and generals to help him summon Azura yet again. Wait, what? Again, for her guidance. But the tribunal had become as greedy as Kagranak upon hearing of the power of the heart, and they coveted it. They made rituals as if to summon Azura as Nerevar wanted, but Almalexia used poisoned candles, and Sotha Sil used poisoned robes, and Vivec used poisoned invocations. Nerevar was murdered. Then Azura came forth anyway and cursed the tribunal for their foul deeds. She told them that she would use her powers over dusk and dawn to make sure Nerevar would come back and make things right again. but the tribunal laughed at her, said that soon they would be gods themselves, and that the Chimera people would forget their old ways of worship. And Azura knew this would be true, and that it would take a long time before her power might bring Nerevar back. What you have done here today is foul beyond measure, and you will grow to regret it, for the lives of gods are not what mortals think, and matters that weigh only years to mortals weigh on gods forever. So that they might know forever their wicked deeds, Azura changed the Chimera into Dunmer, and their skin turned to ashen, and their eyes into fire. Let this mark remind you of your true selves, who like ghouls fed on the nobility, heroism, and trust of their king. And then the tribunal went into Red Mountain and met with Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur saw what had been done, for his skin had changed as well, and he tried to avenge the death of Nerevar, but to no avail. He was driven off and thought dead. The tribunal found the tools he had been guarding, and through study of Kagranok's methods, turned themselves into gods. Thousands of years after their apotheosis, the tribunal are still the gods of Morrowind. The old ways of worship are remembered only by a few, and the murder of Nerevar is known to fewer. But his queen and generals still fear his return, for the words of Azura linger long, and they see the mark of her curse on their people every day. So just for clarification again, this is the telling from the epigraph of the hidden writings of the Tribunal Temple. So it's the retelling of a tradition transmitted through the Ashlanders concerning the battle at Red Mountain and subsequent events. So obviously, this, basically every text you read is always going to be biased by the writer. So weigh it against opposing text if you can. So that's the epigraph is telling. And then we have Battle of the Red Mountain, or the Battle of Red Mountain, and the rise and fall of the tribunal. The following is a transcript of the words of Lord Vivec, addressed to a descendant priest, Melur Omain, who confronted Vivec with the Ashlander tradition surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain, and with prophecies of the Nerevarine, and to unnamed magistrates of the Inquisition who joined Vivec in interrogating the dissident priests. Took a sip of water. Or hold on, I'm taking another one. Okay. Who can clearly recall the events of the distant past? But you have asked me to tell you in my own words the events surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain, the birth of the Tribunal, and the prophecies of a Nerevar reborn. Here's what I can tell you. When the Chimera first abandoned their herds, tents of the nomadic ancestors, and built the first great houses, we loved the Daedra and worshipped them as gods. But our brethren, the Dwemer, scorned the Daedra and mocked our foolish rituals, and preferred instead their gods of reason and logic. So the Chimera and Dwemer were always at bitter war until the Nords came and invaded Resdayn. Only then did the Chimera and Dwemer put away their strife and join together to cast out invaders. Once the Nords were driven out, General Nerevar of the Chimera and General Dumak of the Dwemer, who had come to love and respect one another, resolved to make peace between their people. In that time, I was but a junior counselor to Nerevar, and Nerevar's queen Almalexia and his other favorite counselor Sothasil always doubted that such a peace might long survive. Given the bitter disputes between Chimera and Dwemer, but by negotiation and promise, Nerevar and Dumak somehow managed to preserve a fragile peace. But when Dagoth-Ur, Lord of House Dagoth, entrusted as a friend by both Nerevar and the Dwemer, brought us proof that High Engineer Kagranok of the Dwemer had discovered the heart of Lorkhan, and that he had learned how to tap its powers, and was building a new god, a mockery of Chimera faith and a fearsome weapon, we all urged Nerevar to make war on the dwarves and to destroy this threat to Chimera beliefs and security. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Dumak and asked if what Dagoth-Ur had said was true. Kagranok took great offense and asked whom Nerevar thought he was, that he might presume to judge the affairs of the Dwemer. Nerevar was further troubled and made pilgrimage to Homlan, the sacred temple of Azura, and Azura confirmed that all that Dagoth-Ur had said was indeed true, and that the creation of a new god of the Dwemer should be prevented at all costs. When Nerevar came back and told us what the goddess had said, we felt our judgments confirmed, and again counseled him to war, chiding Nerevar for his naive trust in friendship, and reminding him of his duty to protect the faith and security of the Chimera against the impiety and dangerous ambitions of the Dwemer. Then Nerevar went back to Vardenfell one last time, hoping that negotiations and compromise might once again preserve the peace. This time, the friends Nerevar and Dumak quarreled bitterly, and as a result, the Chimera and Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortress at Red Mountain, but Nerevar's cunning drew most of Dumak's armies out into the field and pinned them there, while Nerevar, Dagoth-Ur, and a small group of companions could make their way into the Heart Chamber by secret means. There, Nerevar, the Chimera King, met Dumak, the Dwarf King, and they both collapsed from grievous wounds and draining magics. With Dumak fallen and threatened by Dagoth-Ur and others, Kagranak turned his tools upon the heart, and Nerevar said he saw Kagranak and all his Dwemer companions at once disappear from this world. In that instant, Dwemer everywhere disappeared without a trace, but Kagranak's tools remained, and Dagoth-Ur seized them, and he carried them to Nerevar, saying, "That fool Kagranak has destroyed his own people. With these things, we should destroy them right away, lest they fall into the wrong hands." But Nerevar was resolved to confer with his queen and his generals who had foreseen that this war would come, and whose counsel he would not ignore again. "I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they have had wisdom in the past that I had not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth-Ur, until I shall return." So Nerevar told Dagoth-Ur to protect the tools in the Heart Chamber until he returned. Then Nerevar was carried to us, where we waited on the slopes of Red Mountain, and he told us all that had transpired under Red Mountain. What Nerevar had said was that the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals, and that the heart of Lorkhan held wondrous power. Only later did we hear from others present that Dagoth-Ur had thought the Dwemer destroyed, not made immortal, and no one knows for sure what really happened there. For hearing Nerevar, we gave our counsel as he requested, proposing, we should preserve these tools in trust for the welfare of the Chimera people, and who knows, perhaps the Dwemer are not gone forever, but merely transported to some distant realm, from which there may someday return to threaten our security once again. Therefore, we need to keep these tools, to study them and their principles, that we may be safe in future generations. And though Nerevar voiced his grave misgivings, he was willing to be ruled by our council under one condition, that we all together should swear a solemn oath upon Azura that the tools would never be used in the profane manner that the Dwemer had intended. We all readily agreed and swore solemn oaths at Nerevar's dictation. So then we went with Nerevar back into Red Mountain and met with Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur refused to deliver the tools to us, saying that they were dangerous and we could not touch them. Dagoth-Ur seemed to be irrational, insisting that only he could be trusted with the tools. Then we guessed that he had somehow been affected by his handling of the tools. But now I feel sure that he had privately learned the powers of the tools, and had in some confused way decided that he must have them for himself. Then, Nerevar and our guard resorted to force to secure the tools. Somehow Dagoth-Ur and his retainers escaped, but we gained the tools and delivered them to Sotha-Sil for study and safekeeping. Somehow, For some years we kept the oaths we swore to Azura with Nerevar. But during that time, in secret, Sotha-Sil must have studied the tools and divined their mysteries. And at last he came with us with a vision of a new world of peace, with justice and honor for nobles, and health and prosperity for the commoners, with the tribunal as immortal patrons and guides. In dedicating ourselves to the vision of a better world, we made a pilgrimage to Red Mountain and transformed ourselves with the power of Kagranak's tools. And no sooner than we had completed our rituals and begun to discover our newfound powers, that Daedra, Lord Azura, appeared and cursed us for our forsworn oaths. By her powers of prophecy, she assured us that her champion, Nerevar, true to his oath, would return to punish us for our perfidy, and to make sure such profane knowledge might never again be used to mock and defy the will of the gods. But so the Sill said to her, the old gods are cruel and arbitrary, and distant from the hopes and fears of Myr. Your age is past. We are the new gods, born of the flesh, and wise and caring of the needs of our people. Spare us your threats and chiding inconsistent spirit. We are bold and fresh, and we will not fear you. And then in that moment, all Chimer were changed into Dunmer, and our skins turned ashen and our eyes into fire. Of course, we only knew at the time that this had happened to us, but Azura said, "This is not my act, but your act. You have chosen your fate and the fate of your people. And all the Dunmer shall share your fate from now to the end of time. You think yourselves gods, but you are blind in all this darkness." Azura left us alone in darkness, and we were all afraid. But we put on brave faces and went forth from Red Mountain to build the new world of our dreams. And the new world we shaped was glorious and generous, and the worship of the Dunmer fervent and grateful. Dunmer were at first afraid of their new faces, but so the Sill spoke to them, saying that it was not a curse but a blessing, sign of their changed natures, and sign of the special favor they might enjoy as new Myr, no longer barbarians trembling before ghosts and spirits, but civilized Myr, speaking directly to their immortal friends and patrons, the three faces of the tribunal. And we were all inspired by Sothasill's speech and vision and took heart. And over time, we crafted the customs and institutions of just and honorable society. The land of Resdain knew millennia of peace, equity, and prosperity unknown to other savage races. But beneath Red Mountain, Dagoth-Ur had survived, and even as the light of our bold new world shined ever more brightly beneath Red Mountain, the darkness gathered. A darkness that was close kin to the bright light that Sothasill coaxed from the heart of Lorkhan with the tools of Kagranet. As the darkness grew, we fought it and crafted walls to confine it. But we never could destroy it, for the source of the darkness was the same source as the source of our own divine inspiration. And in these later days of Morrowind, reduced to a subjugative province of the Western Empire, as the glory of the temple fades and the dark tides rise from Red Mountain, we're reminded of Azura and her promised champion's return. We've waited blind and in darkness, mere shadows drained of our ardent vision, in shame of our folly, in fear of our judgment, and in hope of our deliverance. We do not know if the Outlander claiming to fulfill the prophecies of the Nerevarine is our old companion Nerevar reborn, or a pawn of the Empire, or a cat's paw of Azura, or some simple twist of fate. But we insist you adhere to the temple doctrine and conform to the strictures, dividing the hieroglypha from the apocrypha, and that you not speak that which must not be spoken openly. Act as a dutiful priest should, in accordance with your vows and obedience to the canons of archcanons, and all will be forgiven. Defy me, and you will know what it is to stand against a god. Woo! Some powerful dialogue we got there. That's pretty amazing. If you stuck around this far, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and drop.
Are you all right, Outlander? You might have a healer tend those wounds.
Yeah, dude, you scared the hell out of me. Please don't do that. This looks like a bell. But I guess it makes sense because everything they do is, again, sound-based. I'm gonna drop the mace here, drop this sickle, drop the other heart amulet. Go ahead and drop these gloves. Drop this book over here. Drop all these. And we'll get back to business. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. Next episode is going to be wild. See you guys.